Hello, everyone. Paul here with REO Auction Academy, and I'm going to go over something today. I was in a closed Facebook group meeting, real estate investors, and the most frequently asked question I had was on entering a new market, but not just entering a new market. Let's say these people are in St. Louis, Missouri, or Kansas City, and they're looking to open up to a new markets and they're open to expanding out. And this is what we talked about here. And I'm going to show you, I'll do a screen share of this so we can get into details here. Okay. So I'm going over St. Louis, right? Because I've done a lot of deals in St. Louis over the years. And we talked about that. Obviously, this is your target point right now. So this is the zone, right? But this zone is on fire. You can't find deals in here. So what are you left to do? You do another secondary zone outside of here. And I've done this over the years. I've done stuff at Florissant, St. Charles area. And then now this is all getting bought up and has been bought up over the past 2 years. Now you have to create another zone here, right? A third zone. And what I'm finding now and what people are seeing is that more and more investors are moving out further and further to find deals as inventory is being constricted here. So this is your next spot. But if you want to get a step ahead of every other investor out there, do another zone out, go further out, go to St. Clair, to Union, to Washington, to Wentzville, to Edwardsville, right? Just create this huge circle around that St. Louis area, because that's your next zone that's going to be heating up, because the more the market heats up, the further and further you're going to have to go out. That's one part. Secondarily, you have people leaving the cities, exiting the cities. So the people are leaving St. Louis. Maybe they're going to St. Clair. Maybe they're going down to Junction City. Maybe they're going to Farmington or Bonne Terre. I bought properties down Bonne Terre. And believe it or not, real estate investors from St. Louis were coming down here and buying. So, important thing, you must look outside your area. If you're not comfortable going to another state, okay, St. Louis to Kansas City is a long ways here. It's going to take a little while. And it's a whole other super hot market, right? If you're not familiar with it, just go a little bit further and further outside of your area. So I started doing this initially and I'm in the suburbs of Philadelphia. I'll go to the Pocono Mountains, 2.5 hours away, right? Plenty of buyers up there, hot market, super hot now, because everybody's leaving North Jersey and New York and buying in the Poconos. Still close enough to get to New York if you want to within an hour, and far enough away, less cases of COVID and all these other issues that people are worried about, and rioting, these things. So create a zone further out and continue to buy, continue to expand that. What you're going to find is quite a few things. You're going to have cheaper costs for marketing because you're going to have less competition. So you're going to be able to put more postcards out there and get more phone calls in if that's what you're looking to do. Or if you're like we are, we buy on online auctions and buy back REO properties, we're going to have far less competition on these properties out here. Easier to pick up rentals, easier to pick up fix and flips, still highly desirable for people to buy. Maybe you won't sell it in 28 days in the market. Maybe it needs 38 or 40, right? It needs a little bit, it's going to take sometimes potentially a little bit longer because you have less eyes on it. But this has also been our big profit zone. We make more outside these markets than we do inside, simply because we're buying for cheaper. And remember, your profit is made when you buy, not when you sell. This is important. I can't stress this enough to you guys. So when you're looking, make sure you expand your zone, expand your buying area, right? You want to go further and further out. You're going to maximize your profits. You're going to have far less competition. You'll find your life is going to be a lot simpler, okay? And this is whether you're a new investor or an intermediate investor, or whether you've been doing this for 20 years like I have, right? Continue to look to expand out, especially in this market. I think for the next 5 years, you're going to have great success with this strategy, right? And then as maybe the COVID goes away and things improve, you might have the excess back to the cities. We'll see. I don't know how long that'll take. None of us do. None of us have a crystal ball. But there will be that time where you need to shift and you want to stay ahead of the curve there too, right?
Let's give New York, for example. There's a 31-month inventory of properties on the MLS in New York City itself, New York City proper. And overall average, the rest of the country is 3 months. So you see where the opportunity could potentially be long term. Now, I don't know how many people have the funds or the guts to be able to buy those properties in New York, because you're never going to cash flow those properties, right? But if you're looking for appreciation over time, somebody's going to be able to scarf those properties up and make some money over time. No doubt about it. Anyway, I hope this piece of advice helps you. It's definitely been great for me over the years, and it's been even better for me this year because of COVID. And if you got something out of this, make sure you click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe. We'll have a lot more of these videos coming out. Right now we have 2 a week. Maybe we'll be up to 3 a week or 4 a week, or perhaps even up to 5 a week. We'll see how it goes here. But post in the comments anything you want us to talk about in the future here, and we'll make sure we hit on those topics. Thanks.